Casey Stengel once said, "It's easy to get the players. Getting them to play together, that's the hard part." Casey certainly understood how to create conditions that got his team to play together. In fact, he motivated and led the Yankees to achieve 5 straight World Series championships. Now that's motivating achievement. Hi, I'm Dan Collette. How do you motivate your people to play together? Do you understand what drives them and subsequently their behaviors at work? Are you creating the conditions to get the best out of your people? Or are your own leadership behaviors derailing the people that are trying to follow you? The impact of your leadership is determined upon how people will follow you to a goal. Understanding what drives your own motivation and then that of your team members is essential. Combining them together can create a highly motivated and performance-driven workforce.
People come to our workshops because they are not getting the results they want. When people go to work, they want to do a good job, and then something goes sideways. This program is all about leadership. It's about deeply motivating people, understanding how to motivate people to bring discretionary effort to work every single day, and then knowing how to create an environment that will sustain that result and that behavior.
Everyone wants to do their best. They wake up in the morning, and most people already have a desire to do their very best. The question is, do they have that passion about doing their very best? We want to motivate somebody to do their very best job. We want to hook this passion. We want them to want to do the job better.
It has to start with number one. I have to know my drives, my motives. I have to have insight into my self-image. I have to learn how to know myself and get out of my own way so that I might, just might, possibly be able to actually lead somebody else around their needs.
Leadership is first understanding yourself. Most workshops on leadership begin with the behavior. Lpma begins with understanding what motivates you as the leader. Once we understand motivation, we can then arouse the right motivation in our employees.
As leaders, all of us are trying to create the work environment that invites people to do their very best. Oftentimes, the things we are actually doing is actually making the environment worse.
If we understand ourselves better, we will know what we are projecting to the world. And the guarantee is those leaders that are on autopilot and don't live or lead consciously, then they will project what they want and who they are and their needs onto other people. And that, of course, is a recipe for failure.
Every workplace has a feeling state. You've seen it yourself when you drove into the parking lot and you've looked for that one car that you hope is not in the parking lot that day, and relieved when you found out it wasn't there. That shows you how palpable the work environment is. So as a leader, my opportunity is to create the workings of the team, the kind of work we do, the way we reward people, recognize them, give them opportunities. It makes the place a desirable place to work. That's the job of the leader.
Leadership is all about deeply encouraging people to bring their best to work every single day. We call it discretionary effort. And discretionary effort looks different for different people. But it basically is people coming to work, feeling empowered, having clarity about their job, and feeling deeply encouraged. It's about pride in the workplace. This workshop not only teaches us how to arouse those feelings in our employees, but how to create an environment that sustains performance over a long period of time.
So why do they walk up and say, gosh, this one was different, this one was special? And it's because, probably one reason, we put our focus not on necessarily specific leadership behaviors, but we put our focus on inspiring them to see the world differently.
We know that training by itself doesn't work. However, life-changing experiences do. We invite you to click on the link below and join us in exploring the essential elements of motivation at our next LPMA workshop.